What's up? What's up? You know what it is. LTA. Let's talk about it. You know, got a few things I want to talk about today. Um, this first subject I'm going to talk about is a story I've seen about first cousins marrying each other. So as little kids, they used to play around like all cousins do, and then they got caught, kissing one day or some crazy stuff like that, and they got chastised about it, and they gradually got separated. Kind of, they got not like they still seen each other here and there, but it was less. They was less able to get to be alone with each other and stuff like that. So then I guess some time went past and they just lost contact for whatever reason. Probably probably the family was like, we ain't on that weird shit. So they lost contact for 10 years. Then they finally reconnected, and they said it was sparks at first sight. Now they're married, and they're expecting their first child. Now I noticed that when I caught the tail end of it, I noticed that it was actually on a reality show. It was some show that's out now called like Strange Love or some crazy stuff like that. I would add the link down below. Even if it, even if that one's staged, even if that one's fake, we know there's people that's doing that in real life. That ain't really something that's new to the game. But let's talk about it. We have to explore it. We know the reason why you don't date your first cousins is because of the bloodline situation. If y'all do have kids, your kid is way more prone to being, mentally disabled or whatever you want to call it. A bunch of malfunctions could happen. You know what I'm talking about? And that's only because of the bloodline being so close like that. Now, if it was your second or third, I think even second, is pushing it. But third cousin, they say, that's a go. Far as medical wise, it's a go. Of course, people is not going to agree with it, even if it's your third cousin, only because it's your family member. Y'all have the same damn bloodline, which is understandable. It's not as uncommon as you would think, far as third go. And then even in some cultures, like I was talking to an Asian guy one day, and he said that they're able to mess with their first cousins on their, I want to say, mom's side. I could be mistaken. So if there's any Asians out there, correct me if I'm wrong, email me or leave a comment. I think he said mom's side because the dad side is the more dominant side, or it was vice versa. They could so at the end of the day, they're able to be in relationships and be intimate with their first cousins, and it's either on the mom side or the dad side. I forget exactly which one it is for Asians, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure over here in America too they doing it. I done heard plenty of people talk about messing with their second or third cousin or whatever the case may be. Even heard a few first cousins before in my lifetime too. But in other cultures though, they definitely are, you know, getting it in like that. I I even hear people say stuff like, if it was okay, if your mom got into a relationship with a guy and your mom and that guy got married, I'd even heard people say they wouldn't mess with that guy's daughter or that guy's son, only because even though they're no blood at all, no relation, but they say because it's kind of weird, that they would consider that person in the family, even though the person's not in the family, they would consider that person in the family. So and you got some people that would say, "Hey, it's a go." Like me personally, if my mom married a dude and he had a daughter, I wouldn't think it was nothing. I wouldn't think that would be weird at all for me because, like I said, it's not no bloodline, whatever. So at the end of the day, all that, oh, we're like family stuff. I don't subscribe to that like family thing. But I'm not knocking nobody that feels that way either. To each his own. But that's people preference. You know what I'm saying? But far as this particular couple go, they are actually first cousins. So what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that y'all think it's weird? Y'all think it ain't weird? Let me know what y'all think about that. I'll put the link below. And what's another subject we had? Oh, the Akon City. Akon just linked the deal for to build his own city. It's gonna be called Akon City. They're gonna be using his cryptocurrency, the Akon coin. And yeah, man, that's a big deal right there over in Africa. He already was, he already been lighting up Africa with this energy company he got over there, and he's over here in America, starting to do it too. And now he's starting to build. Now he's building a city over there in Africa called Akon City. That's huge. See, a lot of people with money, rappers, entertainers, whoever they is, hustlers, street punks, whatever, all that shit. A lot of times when you get money, you don't think about how to make money, make money. You don't think about the long term goal at hand. You know, that's a big deal, man. When you get paper, you gotta know how to make that money make money. You can't just be a consumer and just want to spend it all the time. That boy is building a city, his own city. Like I said, he already been over in Africa, lacing those people, lacing them, getting them together. You know what I'm talking about? With the energy and stuff of that nature. And now he's coming over here in America. He already been starting to do it over here too. That's how you get busy, man. Salute to that boy Akon, man. Building his own city, Akon City. Get like him. Get with him. Step your game up. I know. I look at stuff like that, and that keeps me motivated. You know what I'm saying? That's why cats be like. That's why I don't be super into the fads and the traditions and the J's and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to not look good to make a difference in the world, but the point is, what are we really putting our attention to? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, this boy built a whole city, or is in the process of building a whole city. So when people say this is my town, or this my block, or these my streets, stuff of that nature, you don't own a brick on that motherfucking block. You dig? You don't own a street sign. You don't own nothing on that block. You feel me? But you talking about this is my hood and this, that, and the third. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Don't get me wrong. But that's where my thinking be though. My people around me, people that's around me could tell you that. I definitely be talking that shit. You know what I mean? Like, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? I tell cats all the time. You don't own nothing. Talking about my hood. Like I said, I'm guilty of saying stuff like that too. Don't get me wrong. But for the most part, 9 times, 8 times out of 10, I'm talking this way though. Like, we got to own something. We got to, man. Akon salute, man. Akon's building his own city, man. Talk about that one. You feel me? What was another one? Oh, I had a funny one. It's this video on World Star where this chick is she they had like some kind of reception or a little party or whatever they had, and she she reached on her plate and grabbed, I think it was like a chicken. It was like a piece of chicken. I don't know exactly what it was, but she grabbed it and stuffed it in her purse. and then and then she went and grabbed another joint. So she was looking around for the second. She was looking around for both of them, right? So she did the first one, and then she was looking around for the second one, and thought the coast was clear. So she went up. She went to the plate and grabbed that joker, and put her purse. A dude next to her caught her. He looked up at her like, "Bitch, is you for real? Like, fuck is wrong with you? Why is you taking food and put it in your purse, man?" Now check it out. People in comments was like, well, maybe she was, maybe she didn't, have no groceries and stuff like that. Yeah, I dig it. But damn, how full are you gonna get from two little pieces of chicken or whatever that was? Even if you was to steal four of them, I mean, damn, you got your hair done and all that good shit. You got clothes on, and I mean, get your priorities together, people. You you buying nails and clothes and all that good shit, man. You can't go get you a four for four from Wendy's, man. Stop it, man. I tell you. Go to the grocery store. Listen. Go to the grocery store. Spend you $50. That would last you for like 3-4 days. Maybe more than that. Depending on how many people in the house, of course. And how often you eat. But if you buying clothes, even if it's the cheapest clothes, and you getting your hair done, even if your homegirl hooking up, you got to buy the material. You got nails, even if they're the press-on nails, you still got to buy the material. You're spending, you're definitely spending more than $50 doing all that. Even on the cheapest you could get, you're gonna spend more than $50. So spend $50 at the grocery store. That's gonna last you for a good 4 days, something like that. Like I said, depending on how many people, but you dig what I'm trying to say. Why the fuck are you stuffing food in your purse though? That's what I want to know. What are you doing? For real, the food she even put a cover over the food, like wrap it up, but nothing. Damn it. You's a whole motherfucking savage out here, huh? You's a whole motherfucking pigeon out this motherfucker, huh? You worse than a motherfucking alley rat around this motherfucker. You understand me? Listen, let me tell you something. You're putting that. Ain't no telling what you got in that purse. I know you're not. Man, you could be the cleanest motherfucker in the world, but you be having, little all types of shit at the bottom of your purse. It could be the finger, it could be that eyeliner, shaving stuff. It could be whatever. It could be, it's just crumbs, you know what I'm saying? It just happens. Unless you change your purse out every day type shit. But even in the bottom of your pockets and all that, man, you're gonna get crumbs. You're gonna get, just imagine you pull that motherfucking piece of meat out when you ready to eat that motherfucker and it got all types of shit on it, man. Come on, man. Come on, stop. Come on, man. We gotta do better, man. That's some funny shit though. But all three of these links are gonna be at the bottom, man. Y'all go check them out, man. I just had to come talk some shit real quick. I got the call the other day. The merch is here. We got the hoodies and the t-shirts. We're just waiting for the hats to finally get finished getting stitched. We got the letstalkaboutit.com website. I did not make it public yet, only because I was just waiting for the merch. But we do have that. We have the Cash App at the money sign IKETHO, IKETHO, Ike though. So $ IKETHO. And what else we got, man? We got some more shows coming. We got like good 6-7 shows on deck. We just in the process of getting them edited. It's a process, man. This shit is really a process. A lot of it though, I ain't gonna lie to you, is a lot of our ball dropping though. To be real, we done dropped the ball a few different times. And then on the flip side of that too, it's a lot of shit on the other people ends too. So we can't take all the blame, but we're definitely taking some of the blame. And at the end of the day, it's always on the person that's trying to do it. You can't let nobody else dictate your moves or stop you or anything of that nature. So it's always on you, regardless, even if it ain't on you, because you got to figure out how to make it happen regardless. You feel me? If it's something you want to do, you got to make sure you make it happen regardless of what. You can't let nobody be the reason why. You can't let nobody, be the reason why it ain't happening. You got to figure out a way to make it happen regardless. So that's what it is, man. It is what it is. And we're definitely going to get through it. Believe that. We're definitely going to get through it. We can't too far not to get through it. Email is letstalkaboutit@yahoo.com. Let's talk about it, ENT at yahoo.com. Got the letstalkaboutit.com website, Facebook, and Instagram. And let's get it. This is LTA. Let's talk about it.